Welcome. Back again, back again. Shame Sundays, y'all. With Mrs. She Said. How y'all doing? He said, she said, love and abundance is in the building. And I'm bringing Shane back. Another Sunday, another Sunday. We here again, we here again. You know how I do. I like to bring a little reflection into people's lives because a lot of us don't have it. We think the only thing that exists is the world around us. And there's other worlds that you do not see and are not privy to. So I'm just here to shed a little light, give you a little visual. And I'm happy to be here. How you doing? Hey, Death Mage is in the building. I appreciate you. It's a topic people don't like to discuss, but we throw it around all the time. I'm here to bring a little light. Shame is a painful feeling of humiliation or distress caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. Hope y'all can hear me out there. Consciousness of wrong and foolish behavior. Are you conscious of it? We're in the era of ignoring a lot of things if it doesn't bother us. Shame is also a loss of respect or esteem, dishonor. Shame is a regrettable or unfortunate situation or action. When I speak about self-reflection, it is taking the time to think about, meditate on, evaluate, and give serious thought to your behaviors, thoughts, attitudes, motivations, and desires. It's the process of diving deep into your thoughts. There's a ticker at the bottom of my screen. These are influential Black American women who have paved the way thus far for us. And I would hope you would take note to these influential women down here. Because we have so many people calling themselves influencers. And these people have many followers. Some influencers should not be, in my opinion. Red Lipstick Vibes is in the building. Hey sis, how you doing? Be safe out there running them errands. You know we gotta get done. All these women probably have 30 plus. So they'll be scrolling at the bottom of the screen for the whole live. Influential women. Paved the way for us. We wouldn't be here without the strength, the discipline, consideration, consistency, and empathy, and the great teachers, the creatives. You women are so appreciated. Nightbot is in the building. If you type hashtag shame, it will create a link for your channel so others can support and subscribe. So feel free to do that at any time. Hashtag shame. So y'all know what self-reflection is, I hope. Your support is always appreciated. If you're over on Facebook, come on over to YouTube. I know Facebook be having some glitches sometimes when you guys try to chat. So If I don't see it, I apologize. You're welcome to come over to YouTube. It is Sunday. Some things we don't like to discuss, and I don't mind shining a light on it at all. I'll give y'all a little backstory. Hey, Mr.SheSaid, I appreciate you, sir, getting me started off. Be safe on your travels. I'll see you when you get back. Karma Coleon is in the building. Hashtag shame karma, so they can click on that link. Go check out what you got over there. Some uplifting, positive music for our children. Instead of the trash, excuse me, and the obscenities that our children are being allowed to hear through us, because we allow a lot. Pay attention to what your children are listening to. Some good, solid, healthy, positive, optimistic foundation of the love of music in their lives is very important. Very important. My house is full of folks, so if you hear some noises in the background, I apologize. There's some people. Enough is enough. That's why I'm here. So if anybody's looking for shame or bringing back shame, send them away. Give them a little view of what the reflection is. Peace, baby. Travel safe. Off to work. Young adults. I don't like it, but they got to do it, right? Appreciate that. Nightbot is doing its thing. All right, sis, I see you got it in there. Shout out to you, Karma Coleon. All right, guys. I'm going to try not to go too hard today, but, some things need to be seen and spoken about. So what I want to do, usually I go real hard when I come in, but I'm going to lighten the mood just a little. Appreciate you guys. Bring up my little buddy.
True, just sit up straight. There. Okay, no. Oh. No, we're not done. True, just sit up straight. There. Okay, no. Oh. No, we're not done.
Poor baby. Your baby's ever experienced that? He was okay. Oh, man. The babies, man, they get knocked around a little bit sometimes. Whew, their heads are heavier than they think. Y'all know that, right? Okay. Appreciate y'all staying for that little laugh. Get my nerves together. We've been in B-more for a little while now. Good maybe 6 years. We left a community that was much different from here. And we're originally from New York, so we grew up seeing some stuff. Absolutely. But we were tucked away in the Adirondack Mountains for about 8 years, so it was absolutely a different type of living, very close to Canada, large percentage of Caucasian folk. It was a different type of living. So to uproot the family and move here for the eldest daughter to go to college, so we can be closer to her for many types of reasons, as you know. And we decided to move here. But upon moving here, for me personally, I was traumatized. I have to say that. The reality I was living up there had me blind to what was going on in my urban communities, similar to New York City, like I grew up. I was pretty heartbroken. let alone the dilapidation, the homeless, the meth addicts. It was something. It was something to adjust. It was probably the hardest adjustment I had in our moving around. So, this is a mission, and you want to know the process of why I'm here, because enough is enough. And I think we coddle and we allow a lot that we know is shameful to our friends, our relatives, our sisters and mothers and such. And this is why we are here. Because if we are all saying that the women have been leading the homes, we have created a horrible reality. If we are here now accepting the responsibility of being the leaders for the last 25, 30 years, majority, of course, I'm not talking about all, our communities look like shit. In my opinion. Being gone from New York City for 14, 16 years, spent some time in Virginia as well. It's a different type of living. It's a military state, so things are a little different there as well. To go back and forth to New York and see, things getting better, the communities are being rebuilt and such. So to move here and see the disaster that this city is in was heartbreaking, especially for someone like me. I love my people. I love my community. I love this planet. And sometimes the medicine is hard. Sometimes it's nasty, but it's needed and necessary. But some people don't realize how others are perceiving them and their community. It was a big decision to decide to homeschool our last child, who's 8 now. The pandemic made it much easier. Um, so before we moved to where we are, it's a much nicer community. Again, we did not know this city and which neighborhoods was what. And I vetted. I'm one of them people. I checked out the school that the children would be going to. I came and looked in the day. I sat and came and peeked through in the night on the weekend. It was winter, so nobody was really out. For the price that we got for the place, the size, how large our family is, the natural light for me to be creative was very important. So the space was awesome. The neighborhood we really had no clue about till we were there. Yeah, and it was very unique. Very unique. Again, we're from New York, so we're not suckers. So it wasn't like we were being taken advantage of or anything like that. But it was uncomfortable, very uncomfortable to go in and out your home, not even visiting the corner store because it's not conducive to my children and myself. We had some good times, but a lot of nasty, negative, horrible area, and the corner was a suicide for car accidents. I mean, at least 3, 4 times a week. So imagine the sound from inside your home, maybe 3 homes from the corner, hearing this. When I was 19, I was in a very bad car accident. So, the trauma from that affected being in this area as well. On top of the meth addicts and, just the sadness, the hopelessness, the despair. It was amazing. So seeked out therapy for everyone. We got through it. We found another place. We had to stay there for 2 years, but there was a time right during the pandemic, the young folk was acting a fool. They didn't care about any of it. I'm not even gonna lie. There was a time when it warmed up and they were outside in groups of 100. So you can imagine how it looked. It looked like a block party all the time. And in the morning there would be all types of liquor bottles, and it was a cleanup. And I would go out and clean up. It wasn't all the time, but I definitely would do that because I couldn't hang out at times when nobody was out with the children in front of our property and be social. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a little window into the type of situation it was. Okay, bear with me. Appreciate y'all being here. This was in the North Kenwood area, East Monument. Quite unique. Just another party. Not too much sound. It was inside recording. But here you go. From the second floor window. This was what? 2019? So young folk. That's just one night. There was another night at the time our child was 13, 13 going on 14, and just so happened to be up late. You know, noise outside, of course, it would wake you up. We must have slept through it. We happened to record and showed us the next morning. Didn't wake us up because he knew we would have probably acted, it might not have turned out well. I'm just saying. This is what this child caught on editing. This vehicle this young lady is on is one of ours. I rock rough and tough with my Afro puffs. Rage. Yeah, that's my car, sis. That's my car. One thing about our children, they know us. They know us well enough to know you do not wake us up to that. That wouldn't have turned out well. Am I right or am I right? That wouldn't have turned out well. Because even over here calling the police, like, and we're not that type of people unless you're physically harming me. And it's a need to. I don't want them called because I don't want my people to be hurt. I want you to behave well so you don't have to get called on. And that doesn't turn out well either. But that was shameful and foolish behavior. Yes, that was our car. We don't have that car any longer. But if our child didn't say anything, we wouldn't have, I noticed little like crinkles on the roof or whatever, and it just looked nasty. Like stuff was spilled on it. And then when it looked real good, it started to see like little footprints and such, and just, yeah, the girl was dangling all off the front of the front mirror. Keep a BB gun at my front door. That's mine. So my child did not want to wake us up to that, but just to make us aware what was going on. But I let the young men know on the block the ones who claim the block to be their block, I made them fully aware that the young ladies you bring over here disrespecting my shit, I have no problem checking them. And I let them know. I care about your damn apologies. It shouldn't have been happening. You know that's our car. It should have been like, nah, get off of there, get off of there. Y'all allowed it to happen. It's your block. That's what y'all do. That's how you take care of your community. Y'all come fuck it up. No. Shame. I let them have it. And I really had to hold back from letting them have it because, they see me outside. They see Miss Nikki come clean up the block. I'm outside with the kids. I love up on all the kids on the block. I influenced them to come over. Chalk, playing, teaching them to play games, jump rope, sign language, anything to make them smile or feel like someone cares about them. So they took my words. I wasn't sure of it. I would have waited for hubby, but, had to let them know, like, I'm just letting you know, y'all didn't do it. But them girls, I'm a girl. I'm a grown woman. They old enough to be my children. So please, try not to let that happen again. They didn't like it, of course, but they didn't disrespect me. They know I have protection. Hubby has had to tell them to get up off the stoop. You see us coming into our residence. Nobody should have to tell you to get up so we can get in our door. I got to show y'all. Some of these kids are coming up real disrespectful. It was a level of respect all the hustlers had. And you going, Miss Shirley is coming up the block. You see her coming up the block. Some of them going to help with her bags. Okay? Hustlers, hardcore gangsters out there. They wasn't just disrespecting the elders. So it is absolutely a different world. Us ladies need to get it together. Check our homes and these kids acting a fool. Because I shouldn't have to put my hands on your daughter. I shouldn't have to reprimand your daughter. I will, but I shouldn't have to. Some of these kids are really disrespectful. Grown people disrespectful. I see where they're getting it from. But this is the community and the reality I'm living in here. Thank God I was taught temperance, self-control, discipline. Because if not, some of them kids would have been hurt. Because you just can't be disrespectful to people's shit. Communities here is something. We have a lot of black folk running these cities. And I don't think they're doing a good job. So when it's time to vote, who am I voting for? Because y'all get in there and it's the same shit. We've been here 6 years. I don't see anything being built, being done. It just seems like it's just getting worse. They have so many tapes on everything to do. They had programs to buy the block, They're not letting everybody buy it. It's quite unique, to say the least. I try, sis. I don't want to hurt anybody. I really don't. But when it's you and me, it's always going to be me. Some of these kids need their ass whooped. I ain't for abusing our babies. Kept me in line. Last one I got, I was about 8.5. Respect what I say. I tell you, don't go nowhere, don't go. And then you go, it's late. Little kids. Yeah. Got my butt lit up. Thanks, Ma. Sometimes I look back, she should have whooped my tail. Definitely. Opening up my drawer, seeing packs of empty cigarette boxes at 12. Excuse me? Some parents are lenient, too lenient, because of their own traumas or just not having a blueprint because nobody has a blueprint to raising children. You can have a guide, but there's no exact to this science. Sorry, would be great. But that was an experience we went through. Things are better now. We're all in a better space, in a peaceful space. Still 3-4 blocks up, it's still the same, type of environment. So you can't escape it here in the city. It's quite unique. See, I got my influential people down at the bottom. Please make note of these influential Black women if you're just getting here. These are the people that your young people should be influenced by, if they are looking to be influenced by any Black American women, because they've paved the way for us. They have paved the way for us, not to run around and be naked and pretend to be people we are not to put family and cultivating the earth important. It took a lot to get here. The education we're allowed to get, the privileges we have, didn't just get here. It's only been like this 50, 60 years. And it's not looking good. We got to really get back to the purpose of cultivating a family and our children. It's like we're having them and just pouring them off to other people. It's just a thing to do. And there's so much more to that. There's a lot of things going on in these little institutions we drop our children off at. Not everybody's good. Everybody presents a representative, and you have to vet everyone, especially the people you have around your children, the places you choose to leave your children at. This has always been a thing. It's nothing new. We just have more of a window into it because everybody posts their situations, what happened to them, this and that. And I see a lot of things happening to these babies. Infants in daycare, toddlers in daycare, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds, little people. And we trust them with strangers. They seem nice. The place looks clean. We got to vet more than just men, because it's still an epidemic of single motherhood. So if you have to pass your children off to others, you have to vet wisely. And it's not an easy thing. This is why we need to start beginning to teach our young girls to vet for marriage. Vet for marriage and then bring a child in. You still may have to work, but then that's a sit down between two adults and decide to fluctuate schedules. You work in the morning, I work in the night. It's doable. It's hard as hell. This is where sacrifice comes in, and it's always good to sacrifice for your children. I say this, I got a video. I'll pull it up. We've already seen a story here recently where a woman went to the hotel room where her husband was, and she shot him quite a few times because he was being very inappropriate with the children in her daycare, unbeknownst to her. Shout out to her for doing what she felt needed to be done. Bet your daycares, please.
Hi, this is Eric J coming at you with street news. No, we ain't professional, and neither is this story. 30-year-old Wilma and 25-year-old Ariana have both been arrested and charged with child abuse after they were caught on camera throwing children head first into cabinets. So look, according to the reports, Wilma and Ariana were both seen on camera at 2 separate times beating up children. One of the children's parents said, "My 3-year-old daughter had to get 7 stitches in her head and had to stay in the hospital for 3 days. Wilma slung my baby across the classroom head first into a cabinet. Her head was split wide open. And when I went to the school to report it, they told me my child was running down the hallway and fell on the floor." Another parent of a 4-year-old girl said, "Ariana grabbed my daughter by her arm. She grabbed her by her arm so hard that her fingernails punctured her skin." Both parents said after the incident, they asked to see the surveillance video and was told no. The director of the daycare said, "I took the word of my employees and now I apologize. I am truly sorry." Listen, to all my daycare workers, let me tell y'all something. Everybody ain't going for this. Everybody ain't gonna let you treat their child like a bowling ball and let you roll them all over the classroom. I asked my little boy how his day was at school. I'm not expecting him to say his teacher threw him head first into a cabinet. And y'all squeezed the little girl arm so hard that y'all fingernails went through her skin? That's torture. That's evil. And if you want to be evil, you have every right to. But you can't be evil with my child. It's a time and place for everything. But it ain't never a right time for you to put your hands on my child. And daycare definitely ain't the place for y'all to be acting like that. Listen to me, daycare workers. If y'all having a bad day, y'all better learn how to start staying at home. If you ain't got no sick time or no personal time that you could take off, call in anyway. Because I'm telling you, it's some parents out here that ain't got no understanding when it comes to their children. You put your hands on their children, you're gonna have to put your hands on them. And I'm telling you, they ain't even gonna ask to see no video. All they gotta do is see their child. They child walk up with them 7 stitches sticking out their forehead, that's all it's gonna take.
I'm that parent. Mr. He said is that parent. My mama is that parent. Y'all see that? It's not just one. It's a lot. This is happening. There's parents like us out here. If I see it on instant, there's no explanation you can give me. And these are supposed to be, it's usually women. It's usually women running the daycare. Usually, generally, mostly, usually. The women are hurting the babies, man. What's wrong with these young people? And we shouldn't have shame? Shame. Shame. My tech guy's not here. Shame. I will never understand that. We had our first at 23. I was like, can't do this daycare thing. I don't trust people until my child is articulate enough to tell me. No, we gotta work, ladies. No shit gotta get done. If it happens, take action. ASAP. who've gotten docile. This is why they think they can do it. And then you have the head person saying they believe they're aides. You won't release the videos? Oh, I'm getting this video. You tell people you don't have control. Get things done. You make a lot of excuses. That place should have been shut down. Daycare is a place that's supposed to be safe for our children, for us to be able to go to work or school, to provide for these children. Not a place for them to be harmed. Not at all. Everybody has a representative, y'all. Let these folks I'm gonna save that one. Goodness gracious, y'all. It's been something. All right. Now I'm going to talk about the ladies. Ladies, this eyelash trend is getting out of control. And I'm speaking more on safety. I can do what the hell you want to do. But there's a lot of safety concerns. And again, just like the hair up under them wigs, sometimes the ladies ain't taking care of yourself. You're not taking care of them lashes you're putting in your face. Not all. It's a large majority. Some people who can't even afford to have them in their eyes, so they keep them in longer than they need to. They don't take care of them. And things happen, you know. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Which one? Which one? All right. It's not looking good out there. We gotta take care of ourselves. Hygiene is very important.
Leave the salon with your lashes looking like this and you're given the proper aftercare on how to take care of lashes. There is no reason why you should be returning to the salon for an infill with your lashes looking like this.
I'll play it again.
If after you leave the salon with your lashes looking like this and you're given the proper aftercare on how to take care of lashes, there is no reason why you should be returning to the salon for an infill with your lashes looking like this.
They're supposed to give you the proper information to care for those lashes once they're done. I mean, for your particular type of skin, your eye is very sensitive. So to be embedding false lashes into your eyelid can affect your eye. It's an opening to your body, your eye, your mouth, your vagina. Some things are not meant to go in there. So you never know how your eyes are going to react to said products you're putting in it. Lashes. If you got them, you got them. If you don't, you don't. I don't really understand what the big deal is. Hey, Lucky Marie, how you doing, love? With your beautiful eyelashes. I know you take care of your shit. They ain't looking like that. It's crazy. I got another one. That was just one. We gotta do better. We gotta take care of ourselves. We're doing these things to take care of what's under, what's real. Okay? Please. Let's go.
Clean your lashes? Clean them daily. Use a good lash shampoo and add it into your nighttime routine. It's as important as brushing your teeth, important for eye health, and to prevent infections.
So there's a lash shampoo. There's a lash shampoo. Hope y'all are using it. It comes with conditioner. It's a sulfate, paraben free. I'm just saying, I have no clue. But when you don't take care of them, that's what they come out looking like. I don't know if that's good for your eye.
Is it a trend to not?
Your future vision. Do we just not think about the future and the things that we are doing to our bodies? Vet your lash tech. Vet your lash tech, please.
See me cleaning lashes that ribbon clean. Here is me cleaning them to show you exactly why they cannot be cleaned at this point. The lashes arrived in such a bad state that trying to clean them to restore them is impossible. The makeup and oil buildup over 4 weeks has caused the extensions to clump together. And the extensions have gotten too heavy for the natural lashes to hold, so they're lifting. So all the makeup will get stuck in the extensions as I'm cleaning. A removal is the only choice. So many people.
If you're not going to take care of them, don't get them. It's just like children. If you don't want to take care of them, don't have them. If you don't want to consider your husband, don't have one. It is extremely disgusting, sis. It is extremely disgusting. It is happening. And then, you throw the makeup on and you're not cleaning the makeup off properly or getting it all off properly every day. And you're wearing it like it's not a good thing. All makeup is not good for your face and your eyes. Using the same brushes over and over again. When our eldest started with the makeup, listen, you got to throw them brushes away and switch up. Have extra packs. Bacteria builds up. Don't share your makeup with nobody. I'm talking about lip stuff, powder, none of that. Use your own stuff. We all got boogies on our faces, all our bodies. Like it's microscopic germs and bacteria and bugs on our body. Learned this in science, 6th grade, 7th grade. Microscopic. Everybody has them. Sorry, you didn't know, now you know. So putting products and such, that may not react well to your skin. Most products they tell you to test it on a small part of your skin first. We're not being mindful. Hey, love, she said, I really appreciate these conversations because I slowly start to buy into the things they say make us pretty. And you are so beautiful. You are so beautiful. You do not need that shit at all. Clean your face good. Get, whatever cream or moisturizer you put, and you train your eyelashes. It's one thing my mother used to tell me is when I clean my face, clean like this. Out. Keeps them wrinkles back. I'm 45. Like, it's just always, it was trained early, so it's just always the way that I did my face. Even my little one at 8, she asked me, like, why do you do that? I'm like, because my mommy told me to. You know what I mean? And I never saw her wear makeup. A little bit of lipstick and, lip gloss, maybe some mascara on the eye. And not even like dark, deep mascara, just a little bit to, brush up the eyelashes. And the eyebrows, the tweezing, pop, 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 pop. That's how they do it. Stay going long. But, we have to really, I just want the ladies to be very mindful of what they're doing. Be mindful of your lash tech. And be just like a hair person. You don't want everybody in your hair. So you definitely shouldn't have everybody in your eyelashes. You know, look them up. Look at the reviews. Review everything you're vetting. All the reviews. If you got to go through 1,000 of them, do that. Because most of these things, give you a good review. So, it's a way to vet. I just want y'all to be safe. I want you to keep your eyesight. Some people ain't blessed with good eyesight. So, you don't want to be walking around with a cloud over your eye. And it's not something that you can correct with glasses. This is what's happening. So, I see the young ones doing it. When you have the 15, 16-year-olds and their mothers is paying for this, even if they got their own jobs, you are still the parent. And you can say, nah, when you 18 and you grown, because that's when they say you make your own decisions or whatever. Yeah, by all means, you want to cut your hair off, you want to wear it, do all of that. Give me my 18. Because then you say, you made these choices as an adult on your own. Well, then I was young and I didn't know no better. No, I've been telling you. But then you absolutely have the mind to make your own decisions. So by all means, but it's not something that I am paying for or influencing or going to tell you, oh, that's cool. Nah. Shouldn't put that shit on your eyes. Be comfortable in your own skin and your natural hair. Now, if I see that they're comfortable in that, fine, I'm not going to dig too deep. But if I feel that my child needs to have it on, you can't go outside or feel uncomfortable without it or all of that, nah. We need to talk about this. What's going on? Ladies, it's unnecessary. It really is. We got to dig a little deeper in self if you feel you need to have it, to be beautiful or accepted. You got to get back in the day. And I really don't care what you think about what I look like. Now, my behavior and such, that's a whole different thing. Hey, brother, AJ's in the building. Thank you. I just get good mascara because I don't want to lose my real eyelashes. Yeah, because some of it I wasn't taught what to pick, and I probably just bought some cheap stuff, put it on there, and it just gets crusty, trying to take it off. So you got to be careful. You definitely have to be careful, and don't share. That was the biggest thing I learned. Don't share. Pink eye, conjunctivitis. You don't want that. So keep them lashes clean. Stop giving them your money to then have to get some help from the ER or something because your eyes is closed. I'm just saying. All right. There's something I came across. I just want to know, wives, when we do seal the deal and sign the contract, a lot of us really don't. I don't know if we really believe in the for good or bad and sickness and health. Those are serious because it's life, and we are humans, and you never know what the future holds for you. Accidents happen. Will you be that one? This is what most people are afraid of, that God forbid something happens, you won't be there for a long haul. But there's some strength in some people. And I found this couple, and this wife has a daily routine that she has to do with her husband because he experienced an accident. I just want to share with y'all. This is beautiful, if you ask me.
Hi, I'm Renee, and this is my husband, Buddha. I just wanted to share with you guys what goes on throughout the day with me caring for my husband. He had a brain surgery due to a rupture tear in his cerebellum, and it left him with memory loss. So it's his short-term memory loss that's the problem. Long-term, he remembers things, but short-term, which is 5 years and under, he don't. So this is how he wakes up every morning. He don't remember who I am. and he don't remember who he is or what happened to him. So what I do is once he gets up, brushes his teeth, wash his face, I walk him outside, walk him in the backyard, walk him throughout the house, showing him pictures and things that we did to help jog his memory. We go through this throughout the day. I'll say around noon, his memories come flooding back. This is an everyday thing, and that's okay, because I would rather have him like this than dead. So to jog his memory, again, I show him his finger, showing him that I'm his wife. I tell him to get his phone so he can see pictures and all the traveling we've done and the countries we've been to and all the fun that we had. And he also has a book that he writes in every night that's next to him on the nightstand, so he can read and try to remember things to help him jog his memory as well. So this is a daily thing that we do every day. But he'll be fine in about an hour or so. His memories will come flooding in, and then he'll remember, oh, you're my wife, yay, then, and I'm such and such, and this happened to me or that happened to me. So he's fine. He's fine. I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit what I go through during the day with my husband. That was the scar. That's the scar where they cut him in the back of his head. Right now, he don't know who he is or who I am, but he'll be fine. Bye.
What's your thoughts on that? That is marriage. That is some type of love, to have to remind someone of who they are and who you are in their life every day. Every day for a few hours. And she's lucky to have him snap back in later in the day, but have to repeat it every day. You never know what's going to happen. I have to try me with honor, duty, and responsibility, and she is fulfilling it. Sounds like with a happy spirit, a grateful spirit. Said, I'd rather him like this than dead. And I'm willing to care for him and remind him every day who I am and what we have and what we've shared. That is some type of dedication and honor, duty, responsibility. I don't know if many people are willing to do that and be that for the long haul. So we need to get back to that type of love, that type of honor in marriage. My God, it's unique. I didn't even cry. My heart smiled. It smiled for her. Because not too many people can do that. It's not easy. To like you, he would be fine. Perfect choice, sir. Yeah, he made a great choice. Bless them both. Bless them both, absolutely. That's just a window into, what it can be. And are you willing? Are you willing to uplift, build up, support, nurture your loved one through the good and the bad? Nobody wants to work through the bad. I will never tell anyone to stay in an abusive relationship. That's not it. They don't have that. But some things can be worked through. I want to know that, some change has to be you. It's not always the other person. Self-reflection is important. It's taking the time to think about, meditate on, evaluate, and give serious thought to your behaviors, your thoughts, your attitude, your motivations, and your desires. It's the process of diving deep into your thoughts. We need to teach our younger folk to do this early so they have a purpose and they're set on a project. They're set on a path that they want to go, that they choose to go. And they need to have us, tell them the good and the bad, the possibles, the what ifs. Because things can happen and they need to be aware of that. Real character shows when you go through some things, how you react to what you're going through. Appreciate y'all popping in. Hey, Twitch and Facebook. Party's on the east side. Let me get my self-reflection banner down. What else I got in the cut? That's some love right there. Hey, tech guy. All right, I got a message for the men. I know I love y'all. My sisters, I love y'all too, but we need to get our shit together. I've been watching the fellas get their shit together. We need to get it together. It's not just all about education and getting a PhD. We got to get our communities and shit together and our children together and stay focused on that. It's very important.
Do this, but I'm going to put this little disclaimer on there. You heard? Yo, this video is a message for young black men. Yo, young black men. Listen up. Listen to what the old head got to say. He's saying some real shit, man, for real. Alright? Young black men. Everybody else bounce.
Ain't nothing I can tell you. Ain't nothing I can tell none of y'all. It's y'all's time. Only thing I can tell you is look you in your face. We all lost. We all lost. Especially the black man in America, he following another man. White boy gave me this name. This ain't my motherfucking name. This ain't my motherfucking culture. This here. I lived over here. I lived on this planet. I enjoyed its fruits. I had fun. But who am I? Who am I? Who are you? Ain't nothing I can tell y'all rappers. Y'all rappers making money putting in your pocket. Y'all rappers goddamn well y'all got y'all a Cadillac. These young boys out here executing that shit. They executing that shit. You killing people just like that fool put this virus out killing motherfuckers. You want to be a killer? You want to make people kill one another? You want to make people hate one another? Black people don't even know why they hate one another. The white boy used to hate the shit out of us. See, what he hate us for? Because I'm finer than him. I'm smarter than him. I can survive in this country. J. Edgar Hoover said, if you organize black men, you lose. You can't organize them. They're the most illiterate men that is on planet Earth, is the black American, not the black African. That black African know he a Kenyatta. He know he a Zulu. It's the black in the tribe that don't know who they are. Niggas didn't kill one another. Niggas help one another. Negroes don't really kill one another. Negroes talk about one another. But you niggas and you hip hop, y'all hungry. So y'all in the jungle. And y'all shooting guns. And y'all hitting the innocent people. Innocent babies. You ain't even going to get your goddamn target. Y'all just like that motherfucker over in Africa with that motherfucking M50 shooting a man down because you got a Bible. Y'all shooting them big old guns in the city, hitting little old bitty babies. Hitting the innocent kids. Y'all killing y'all youth that can help y'all. Cause y'all ain't got nothing to do. Y'all scared to go work. Y'all scared to go grow some corn, some cotton and do something. Y'all scared, y'all sorry.
Message for the black man. Nothing I can tell y'all. Me as a woman, I only can tell you but so much. Men gotta hold each other accountable. But still thinking y'all uneducated out here. I don't believe that shit. It's the worst thing you can do is get all of y'all together. Don't allow them to separate y'all. The only way we're gonna come out of this is if y'all build together, gentlemen. I told y'all there was a difference between the Negroes and the niggas. We want the white man's world. Taking it on, influenced by it, wanting to live up to it. Scared to work, don't want to work. Don't know how to grow shit. Don't want to grow shit. It's passe. That just tells me I don't think we really know the importance of the land that we have and what we need to know about cultivating it, because we are dependent and privileged on manufacturers and the stores. That can all be taken away. It's more things important. Now it's called an accident murders. Accident murderers. Nah, it's the name. Message for the man. Let's see, I'm not sure I don't have too many videos left. Just a couple messages. I think you might go with my man, accountability. It's like AA. You gotta know you have a problem. And be willing to fix that. Cool.
First thing you want to do is go look around and see what needs to be fixed. You know, and the interesting thing about that, as soon as you're willing to admit that you have a problem, then you've immediately contacted the part of yourself that's at least strong enough to admit that you have a problem. And so as soon the act of admitting the problem is actually the first step to solving it.
Yes.
You might say, well, and it's an optimistic step, because you might say, oh my God, I can't admit that I have a problem, because what if I can't solve it? Well, exactly. So then maybe you won't admit to it. If you do admit to it, you're simultaneously admitting to the possibility that you could solve it.
Yes.
And then it can actually become something that's optimistic. You can say,
Yes.
well, my life is horrible. It's like, okay, but I'm doing 50 things wrong. Well, great, I could fix those things, and then maybe it wouldn't be so horrible.
First step is knowing you have a problem. Self-reflection. And that first step is hard. Because once you know, you have to do some work. Change it, fix it, redirect it. Some accountability for self needs to be in play. It's like being an alcoholic. It's like being a bad mother. You don't know unless somebody tells you or make you reflect on it. Reflect on the foolish and bad behavior. What my brother say, the old dude say before that. Nobody tell anybody anything. Can't tell you nothing. It's kind of hard for people to self-reflect if you can't say shit. definitely becoming a problem. Nobody wants to be held accountable, but everybody wants to hold others accountable. Isn't there something? Accountability is important, y'all. I wanted to talk about this because accountability is something. Get my wife. So I've seen a lot of folks discussing this. And she said, got a little something to say about it. Just a little smidget.
Again, my For You page is sending me down a rabbit hole that I knew nothing about till this morning, so listen to this. This is a picture of a trans woman named Hennessy Marie. So a little bit about her. She is from Miami. She is in the entertainment industry, as in she knows a lot of people in the industry, and she has had full top and bottom surgery. So the reason that she's trending all over Twitter and Instagram and social media in general is because she is exposing, she's using that word, she is exposing every single man that she has been in or had relations with. Now, the problem is these men are not just like your typical average guys that she's meeting in, you know, the club and stuff. These men are entertainers, they are professional athletes, and they're just in the industry, so they're all very well known. She's not just making these allegations, she is coming with videos, text messages, she has pictures, she's exposing and releasing every single bit of information that she has on these men. And it turns out that every man that she was with, she almost like kept information on each and every single one of them just in case, like as her like backup plan. Now, this is the problem. A lot of these men had no idea that she is a trans woman since she has had both top and bottom surgery. She herself said that I feel like a woman. I feel like I am I have fully transitioned. Therefore, I don't need to disclose my past with any of the people that I am in relations with. So this is like a huge thing for everyone, and especially all the men in Miami right now. Of course, everyone is saying she's being threatened, she's being shut down, and people are going as far as to say that she now has a bounty on her head. And sadly enough, the reason that this is trending is because women are making fun of the men who are involved or who were involved with Hennessy herself. Now, there are a few problems in this whole situation. Hennessy says she is a woman. She is fully transitioned. But why are you using the word exposing if you are just a woman? If these men were with you and you are and identify as a woman, therefore these men are not gay for being with you? I honestly think this entire thing is making the trans community look really, really bad. And sadly enough, the women who are egging her on are women who say they are pro-LGBTQ, yet they're shaming men for being with a woman. This is going to get real bad.
Make it make sense? Can't. How can you expose men when you are a woman, right? Trans women, they say they're women. It's post-op. They have a vagina and breasts. They wouldn't know unless you tell them. There's no exposed there. I would assume that those men thought that they were sleeping with a woman, right? And she is absolutely making the trans community look bad. It just doesn't even make sense. If you are considering yourself a woman, there's no exposing a heterosexual man for sleeping with you. I'm confused. If she had a penis between her legs, that'd be something different. You know, it's kind of hard to conceal that. But it has happened, I'm just saying. That they sipping off that Henny. Still, I mean, if all the parts, if it's post-op, you don't know. It's a vagina down there. They've created. Yeah. No room, no ovaries. Yeah, none of that. But yeah, it's definitely a hole for you to pump in and out of. I'm just saying. So, and the women are something else. Shaming them? Come on, y'all. You mad because they don't want you. I'm just saying. The comments be just crazy. I'm so confused with y'all. I don't know what's going on here. I know what science is. I know what reality is. I'm gonna try to make it whatever you want. I don't see no shame in that, but I'm sure everybody has an opinion about it. Exposing something. I chose her because she had the same outlook of the whole situation that I did with this trans woman. And you want to assume that everybody's good, but we can't. I'm sorry, everybody is not going to be good. Everybody's intentions are not good. Because I'm confused how men want to be a woman and you choose to be a bad woman, just like, a woman choosing to be a man and you be the bad characteristics of a man. A dog, treat women like shit, cheaters, all of that kind of stuff. Like, I'm so confused. This is the persona that you choose to take on. Not all. Disclaimer. If it don't apply, let it fly. Shout out to Sir Hale. Lady Hale is in the building. I appreciate y'all. It's unique. That's a whole unique situation. But she's legally a woman now, so there's no shame in them men sleeping with that woman, right? She just can't have no babies. I said it. Lady Hale. It's almost like Alta and that girlhood, and they have trans males who been a woman for a year. Alta and Girlhood, that's a show or something, sis? I'm not sure. Pleasantries. HVH Network is in the building. How you doing? Just a little shame going on. Just a little bit. Getting the entails. But let me see what I got. Yeah, that whole situation is something, you're making the trans community look bad. Let's not switch over and be bad people. Bad is bad. Foolish is foolish. I think you learn right and wrong very early in age, very early in your toddler years. We act like we don't know better. Accountability. I'm not sure. I gotta look. Let me see. So, there's a young woman in Texas who is now serving time for abusing, neglecting her children with her boyfriend. I'll show you a little clip. This happens a lot. Ladies have these children and we have boyfriends around and, sometimes it just doesn't work out well. Mothers, do a better job. So, a little snippet.
Can't fuck with you no more because I ain't basic, no. Oh, your love is
Yeah, that was the young woman. She has 8 children. The 2 oldest 16-year-old twins were abused and neglected by her and her boyfriend. This young woman has TikToks with all the rest of the children and so on and so forth. It's just one night they escaped and made it out, got to a neighbor who actually opened the door and got them to safety. It was quite unique, and this is happening around this world with no protection and no provision. And we pick some man, don't vet properly, and anything can happen. But she was a bad mother before he came along. She had CPS cases and such. Children were taken out of the house and returned. Mothers are not always held accountable. But she's sitting behind bars now. Thank God for them babies getting out. 16-year-olds, they said they looked like 11-year-old children. They were so malnutrition. And no structure growing up. Even people who don't have structure growing up, can learn to do better. Some people can come from 2-family homes and behave this way too. It's just out of control. I think a lot of women are just having babies like pawns. They have no idea what it is to be a mother, to take the honor in being a mother. That's what it is. Even the ones coming up in homes with mother and father, it's just happening. These children are toys. They are weapons. They're bank books. I know some women who get checks just to say that something's wrong with their children mentally and we're going to get this check. And there's nothing wrong with them. We see it. We know it exists. It boils down to the selective responsibility. Absolutely. Don't look like we're being that selective. And us women give access to the vagina and the womb and the eggs. So we need to be more selective. We need to be more mindful. A man gonna slide up in it if you open it up. Majority. So it's our responsibility as women, as females, to teach our younger ladies to keep their goddamn legs closed till they're absolutely sure that they are ready to be a mother. Because it can happen with full-on protection and he's protected as well. Like, this needs to be taught to them. No protection is enough. Even a vasectomy is 99% effective. So the fear of that, and you don't want a baby, and that's not your purpose at this, like, it should be definitely in the back of their minds, and realize that if that's something you want, that baby needs a father. This needs to be told to them, taught to them. If something happens, yes, we're all capable to raise some children on our own, but that shouldn't be the purpose. That shouldn't be the full-on walk of life. Yeah, I'm going to have me some children. I hear women with children married and they say, my child, my, always enunciating it as mine, not ours. We possess them. We have the privilege to throw them away when we don't want them and live our free life. It's not like they're saying, here, okay, you hand your child off to the foster system or the social services and we're going to make sure you pay child support for that child. No. We get to walk away free. And if you don't feel no shame, yeah, you do it. It's good. I'm good. My kids is better off. Or whatever reasons. Can't make no excuses for people and why they give up their children. But we have so many options, right? We've been had that privilege. Now it's being stripped away. I hope we're teaching better and being more articulate about what we're telling them. It's very important. We put a lot of the blame and the emphasis on the men, and it's not on them, it's on us. We pull the pants down, we say yes, and bam, bam. And when he said he don't want a child, it's still on you. He can voice his shit all he wants to, but it's your decision. So we gotta hold ourselves accountable. It's on you, lady, female, woman, vagina, eggs, ovaries. We bring life. We bring life, and 9 times out of 10, the majority is on. The responsibility is on us. Be mindful. I got some more here. I just got plenty enough to it. Okay, thank you, sir. But yes, it's unique. It's a privilege that we've been allowed for many years now, and we kind of take advantage of it. I think I say this every Sunday. Our foster care systems are for children age out. They age out the system. So they've been in from the time they was little till the time they age out. They stay in school 21 or 24, I believe. Shame. We need to do better. Somebody else said facts. Here we go. Apologize for my potty mouth. Sometimes it comes off hard. It needs to be said. I'm tired of seeing our kids out in distress, even ones with homes. Like I see them outside. They're not happy. They're hurting. When they're showing the things that they're doing outside. Definitely have to shine a light on male and female. We're different. Different. Y'all know that, right? I mean, y'all don't want to admit it. Some of y'all. But we are very different. I'm gonna show you something. You might laugh at it, but this is real. Ladies, let's get some hands up if you agree or not. If you agree, put your...
I'm dead. I'm watching TV. I'm looking at you. Fuck you. I'm dead again. I'm up. I can run faster than a bitch around the... I'm alive. I'm dead. I'm watching TV. I'm looking at you. Fuck you. I'm dead again. I'm up. I can run faster than a bitch around the...
What say you ladies? Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Controlled by the hormones. It's no joke. If you don't know, you will know later. If you don't pay attention to your body, then you just don't know. Because I've known some grown women and we've had these conversations and they weren't aware that they were going through premenopause up into menopause. Just the effects, and telling them, the list of things that could be possibly going on with your body and your mind and everything. Nighttime sweats, morning sweats. It's something, and just us having our monthly friends, hormonal fluctuation. It's a real thing. And some things we really don't have no control over, but you can be mindful of it. Some things trigger it, foods, environments. Morning time is worse than nighttime. Like it's something, but you have to be aware of self. You have to be aware of your body. And you have to advocate for yourself, especially in the medical field. If you don't ask questions, they don't answer. So write them down. Write your questions down before you go to your doctor, your primary care, or your OB. Write them down. Because they really are not just giving out free information to you. You have to ask these questions. You can have panels ran to see if your hormones are balanced or not. They're fluctuating. Because you're getting older and it changes. You know, and if you're aware, it prepares you. It prepares you so you don't feel like you're going crazy. So shame on us for not teaching, or not being aware of our own bodies, our elders not being able to tell us and share with us the things that they were going through, not going to the doctors. A lot of our elders didn't do that. Many of them died of ovarian cancers and cervical cancers and such, bloated bellies, just not being aware. So now that we are, and there's so much more information, we need to make sure that they are aware of these things that could possibly be PCOS, endometriosis, ovarian cysts of many different types, uterine issues, vaginal wall issues, clitoral atrophy. It's a thing, and it can happen during menopause. So being aware is very important, and we need to really start teaching these things. Might get with Miss Todd, we might have to have some lessons. We're not scientists or doctors, but there's information out there, and if you know your body, you just pay attention to it. And then you can articulate to someone what's going on, because you were keeping track. Because they ask a lot of specific questions, and you need to be aware of yourself in order to answer them, to get some assistance. So shout out to the ladies who are aware. Thank you, Lady Hell, for putting your hand up. It's no joke. It's no joke. And that was something I had to learn to manage, without meds and such, because it affects your emotions. It absolutely does. It can bring you down and up and down and up again. So imagine the turmoil that the house is going to be in when you're going through these things, especially if you're not aware. You're going to think it's everybody else's problem. You're not doing this, you're not doing that, blah, blah, blah. You sure can. So being aware of self is very important, because we can tend to build up with emotion and take it out on other people. If it don't apply, let it fly. But it's real. Right? We get to beat up on people when we're pregnant too, right? I see that a lot. No, it's not okay. Just because you're pregnant, it's not okay to be a mean, nasty bitch. Control yourself. Try to be a happy person, so it's a little happy baby trying to come out that cervix. It's not easy. So mindset and attitude is very important. It is. Just try to have a better one. You don't want to be around that funky energy all the time. All right. Just bring some awareness, y'all. Just a little bit. All right. I got some dad hacks. They can be very creative and needed and necessary. So this is just one. Might help somebody out in the future with your little person.
Pera aí, Didi. Ixi. Ó, o tanto de bereca que tá saindo ali, seu irmão. Ixi. É muita.
Eu quero xixi.
Pera aí, Gui.
Meu short.
Pronto, Guigui.
Deixa eu cortar.
Como é que é a música do Guigui? Porque ele não chorou.
Eu não chorei. Eu não chorei.
Não, o Gui.
Shout out to Dad. Getting all that extra snot up out of there. Parents, y'all seen that before. You had to go through that. I don't know if anybody's ever did that like that, or have an neti pot. Most children won't do an neti pot. That's a little easier because you're forcing the water through. I'm old school. I did it the old way, sucking them out right into my mouth, spitting it out. That's love. That's love. And what's crazy, I used to tell my husband I'm sucking in all these germs and I don't get sick from them. I think my immune system built up antibodies to fight their cooties. So thank God, amen. But yeah, it was a nasty life when they were little. I'm just saying. So shout out to me for getting those boogers out their mouth. But then I did learn, if they were willing, I was able to blow in one nostril and get it out. So similar to what he's doing, it would end up all on your cheek and your face and stuff too. So either way, it got to come out. Poor babies can't sleep, So we have hacks. There are some hacks to help with these babies so they can sleep, a little better. But that was awesome, and I hope you guys try that if necessary. Because it can help if the child will let you. I would tilt the head a little bit more. You kind of have them straight up so they can choke, but you tilt their head a little bit more. It makes it a little easier. Got another one. This is a crazy fun dad. Mom didn't seem too happy behind the scenes. So you ladies stop it. Let these fathers enjoy their children. Just because you wouldn't do it that way doesn't make it wrong. Okay? They have a different way of play. They have a different way of learning. And if the baby is enjoying itself, mind your business and don't make daddy feel bad. Okay? Now, if it's Russ House and they tearing up shit, yes, okay, that's all, calm down. But this, yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. That was just my perception.
Nevaeh, what are you doing in the tub? Galen, what are y'all doing in the bathtub?
Nothing, just swimming.
Swimming?
Yeah, she said she wanted to go swimming, so the YMCA was closed today.
Oh, why are you acting like a child? Like, why are you in the bathtub trying to swim?
I wasn't acting like a child. I was just trying to be a good daddy.
No, like you're a kid, literally. God. It's like having two babies.
Can I do anything right?
No, I guess not.
Everything I do, you think is wrong? The girl said she wanted to go swimming. All I'm doing was take her swimming. She having a good time. You having a good time, baby? Yeah. See, she having her a good time.
Okay, well, you have a good time too and clean up the mess.
All right.
Aw, your husband is not your child. That was fun. I'd have climbed in. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to get in too. But, the reprimanding of the father like that was shameful. Stop doing that shit. Nigga, it's not your child. Baby having fun. And felt the need to tell him he got to clean it up. Like he ain't going to clean it up. I don't know what kind of men y'all dealing with. If y'all got to be mothers to him, I have to say something about you. You stayed. You agreed to the selection of being selected. Come on now. I don't see nothing wrong with a father getting down to their children's level and playing with them, enjoying that space. And it's some men who never got to experience that, so they're going all gung-ho. Big bad wolf, 3 little pigs, everything. Like, so, to make it seem like he was doing something wrong or foolish was shame. You want them to be involved and then you want to control what they do. Damn, they can't win. Ladies, stop trying to control every dynamic of everything. That's all I want y'all to get. You do have say-so, but they have some say-so. Let these men lead. Can't even play with his child without you saying something coming down his throat. Can I do anything right? Who wants to be around that? I'm just saying, who wants to be around anybody like that? Can't do anything right, but you have a baby with him. Shout out to Dad for having fun with the baby in the tub. She wanted to go swimming. He took her swimming. Got his goggles and everything. He probably had on some flippers. That would have just did it for me. Sex all night and head in the morning. Like, come on, I'm confused. That's praise to me. You ask for that moment. I need a break. I need a break. You give you a break, and you're complaining about the break. It's amazing. Pick your battles. Uplift your man. Don't break him down or beat him up. Shout out to the dads, man. Y'all awesome. Keep doing what you do. Keep trying to do what you do. Stay positive and optimistic about loving up on your babies. One more thing we ladies got to get together. You know the man. We talk about this all the time. I've done it to my husband. I'm so indecisive when it comes to eating. I've always been since I was younger. Goodness gracious. I can make many excuses on why, but I'm not. Because even now, with all the decisions we have and the healthy things, I still get in that mood. What you want to eat? What you want to eat? What you want to eat? I don't know. Just cook. They gonna eat.
Old lady needs to hear this. But stop asking your man what he wants to eat every day. We don't care. Whatever you cook, we gonna eat.
I don't know either. I'm tired of food. I have run out of, like, my relationship with food is not good right now because I don't know what to eat anymore. I feel like I've eaten everything. I'm tired. It's only chicken, it's fish, it's steak. You might get a little lamb, you get a salad. There's nothing else. What else is there? I gotta go eat a moose at this point because I'm bored. I don't know what I want to eat. Maybe a geese. I might need to eat a flamingo, a caterpillar. Pick for me. Pick it.
Are there still moose?
I don't fucking know.
Gonna go get me a moose and a flamingo. Whoo, child. It's unique. It's definitely a topic, an issue in most homes. Like, you know, you're cooking for 20 years, 25 years, cooking the same shit. It gets boring. You're tired of eating the same things. You know, it's definitely a problem. But that was definitely something I was like, whatever you cook, I'm gonna eat. Like, I really don't have a preference today. You know what I mean? It's not every day, but it's be some days you definitely know what you want to eat. Um, you know, so if I don't know what I want to eat, I want to please everybody else in the house. So I'm going around, what you want to eat? What you want to eat? But I get it. It's definitely an issue. So try to, just be proactive and look for some recipes or some menus to try to switch it up. You know, just because you have the same meat, you don't have to cook the same way. It's different ways to do some things. First world problems. Shame on them, right? So many people ain't got no food to even have this issue. So that's something that can, be reflected on too. Pick your battles. Just want to feed everybody, make sure everyone's nourished. It's very important for me. So I'm going to continue to try my best. I get off here, I'm going to look up some menus, some recipes for the rest of the week, see what we're going to do. Got a nice, awesome menu calendar up there for the week, so try to utilize it. It is Sunday, so not trying to be here too long. I think I got through my videos. Lash care ladies, please. It's becoming a little bit too much. It's unnecessary and not needed. Your pretty already is there. Stop feeling the need to have to enhance and put yourself in jeopardy, health-wise. The daycares, the workers, shame on y'all. See something, say something. Your job is to protect these children by any means necessary. This is why the parents leave them in your trusting hands. So for this type of nonsense to be happening in these facilities is shameful. It is so shameful. And not every parent is gonna, just take their child home and call 911. Like the young man said in the video, some parents is gonna respond instantly. And that's what you should do. Don't allow people to harm your children. You are their first advocate. And me personally, I would advocate for their asses to be home with you or their father. But we all got to do what we got to do in this world, right? But vet them daycares, because some of them are not good. And some of them do not have your children's best interest at heart. What was one other topic? The transgender community. I mean, if you're pre-op, if you're post-op, you're a woman, right? You claim to be a woman, you can't be blaming and exposing people. That's the line that's being crossed. Not everybody is good. Not everybody's intentions are good. Choose to walk this planet as a female, and you were born a male, and you choose to be a slut and a hoe, and and all these bad negative things. I'm disgusted, because that's a conscious choice. Because you can trans into a woman and be a good woman with good characteristics and behaviors, but we don't seem like we're doing that. So your idea of what a woman is delusional, because you are not it. Line is being crossed a little too much. And us women should be upset with that shit. A little upset. It's not how we move. That's not how good women move. Influential, real women. That's not how we move. Clip that. Shit getting out of control. Let the daddies have fun with their kids. You can't tell a father how to be a father. You want him to tell you how to be a mother. He tell you to step up your game. You looking at him like you crazy. Get it together. All right. I know I appreciate y'all for popping in for Shame Sundays. It's been good. I'm gonna have something good for you next week. All my people did the hashtag shame in the chat, so feel free to go click on everybody's links so you can subscribe and support. I would appreciate that. I'm sure they would too. Thank you everybody for stopping in and popping in and hitting that like button. Tonight we'll be on Sir Hell. I mean, Sir Hell, we coming through. I'll behave, I promise. Karma Coleon popped in, Red Lipstick Vibes, IXL, HBH Network. Y'all know I appreciate y'all. Share the content. Lucky Marie popped in, my girl was in here. Learned a little something about them lashes. You are so beautiful. All y'all ladies, Karma, Death Mage, my girl's always popping in. Y'all know I appreciate y'all. Sir Hell, Lady Hell, we will see y'all later on this evening on the network, 9:30. Sharing is caring. That's what I was told as a little kid. So please share my shit. Hat and shirt, t-shirts by Nikki. Oh, hand drawn. Shout out to the deaf community, the autistic community. Appreciate every one of y'all. Sending love and light to everybody. Y'all have a good Sunday. Get this dinner together. Y'all have a good week. Peace.